the most popular sports debate in barbershops and bars is always going to be legacy versus legacy because it's so subjective. Whatever side you're on, you can't really be proven wrong. You can't really be proven right. And so the argument just goes on until the end of time. And it's fun, right? It's part of sports debates. Now, Chandler Parsons was on his podcast and had an interesting take about KD and Kobe. Take a listen.
I love Kobe, God rest his soul, but he's not top three in most people's eyes. So I don't even understand how this is even an argument with him. And
wait,
LeBron.
Who's the third? It's MJ, LeBron, and
I think it's Shaq. But there's a lot of guys would go even older than him. But like, I don't think if you look at rankings across the world, I don't think Kobe is in most people's top three. He's not. But to put him over LeBron, like again, it's an opinion. You think he's top three, Lou?
I ain't rolling, Chandler. Yeah, absolutely.
I would rank Kevin Durant. I would rank Kevin Durant above Kobe.
So I'm here to ask y'all, who do you have? Right? And again, there's no right or wrong answer. It's all subjective. Some of it is generational. How old were you when Kobe Bryant was in his prime? Was KD your favorite player when you were 12 years old, right? There's all these little built-in biases, right? Not to mention what happens when someone passes too soon, they get immortalized, right? And perhaps their legacy gets looked back upon more kindly than it actually was because they're gone. I think people want to make sure we don't forget, and sometimes it gets enhanced, right? I don't think that that's the case with Kobe. Maybe with his shoes, maybe with his gear have become more popular, but if you were outside for prime Kobe Bryant, he was him, right? And in a vacuum, to me, I could see the argument for Durant: efficiency, fit amongst other players, right? He's still it's an argument, right? But I think it's the path and the intangibles that set Kobe apart from KD. We can talk championships if that's a higher criteria. You can say, well, he played with Shaq, right? He played with the Lakers. So that's an enhancement. But coming out of Lower Merion as a high schooler, right? 5 of them. And you may have not liked Kobe Bryant's leadership style, but the Mamba mentality, the pressure he applied to his teammates to perform on a nightly basis, to me, that adds to his legacy, right? And then you look at the physical gifts. Don't get it twisted. Kobe is a very good athlete, right? I'd rate him like an A-, B+ athlete in relative to NBA players, right? But he was 6'6", 215 pounds. He was basically the general-sized NBA player with the general attributes, above athleticism, right? But that's like the average size of an NBA player. KD was the first unicorn we ever saw. To me, Durant had more physical gifts. And I don't want to take away from his work ethic because it's the skill to go along with that size that makes KD, right? But to me, KD was blessed with more physical gifts, right? And then you look at the bouncing around and the lack of leadership from Durant. But I think what really tips it for me, take championships out, right? Take teams played for and teammates out of it. Game is on the line. Game 7, elimination game. You got to take Kobe. You got to take Kobe. Now, for those of you that were, too young to really appreciate the context of who he was in his prime, you may not understand that. But that's what puts Kobe over the top for me, is his path to how he got his 5 and game on the line, the fear. I was being a Warriors fan, right? I wasn't rooting for the Lakers, but when it was go time, when it was crunch time, when it was clutch time, rooting even for those Kings teams with Mike Bibby and Chris Webber, I was rooting for them, right? There wasn't a player in my generation that struck fear in me as a fan. And I think in the other players as Kobe Bryant in an elimination game. And so that's why I got to take Kobe over KD. But again, there's no right or wrong answer in these. Let me know how y'all feel in the comments. Maybe we can do a more current argument versus legacy, right? But I thought I'd weigh in on something here that's non-Warriors for a minute. Hit that like, share, and subscribe. I'm out, y'all.